Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Olmlet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous. And we are back for another episode of Overzealous. I forgot to mention in the previous episode, doing this minigame actually makes you quite a bit of money, because on the start of this I think I only had like 60k or something, and we are now up to 277k, which is really nice because I didn't even realise that I got money from doing this. I was actually only doing it for the XP. But we are going to drop this lockpick now because, as much help as it's been, we don't need it anymore. So goodbye lockpick. Got to make sure we keep on to the mithril scimitar because that'll be really useful when it comes to training melee stats. Now we are going to head over, or actually I want to stop at the general store. I'm hoping this one sells a chisel. I know that this general store has slightly different stock to normal stores, and yeah, it does not sell a chisel. Little bit annoying. We are going to look for another general store. I think the one in Hosidia should give me a chisel, so we're going to head down there anyway. And then we are going to head over to the middle of Karend, and we're going to start stealing some gems to train crafting. I know this isn't going to be massively quick. It's probably going to require a lot of hopping, but it's going to be a lot better than trying to train with leather. Right, so we did get the chisel from Hosidius, and we're pretty much just going to be setting up camp in the middle of Zeah now. We're going to be stealing from the gem store. There's one here, and there's also one on the other side. I'm trying to work out the best positioning to not be caught by the guards. There's no point me trying to trap them because I'm going to be hopping a lot, so obviously on different worlds they're going to be in different places. I think the best place to go is probably here, because then if I get caught I can run around here, and also I am right next to the baker's stall if I need any food to reheal. I still have got the cake from earlier, just in case I get into a bit of a predicament and I need to heal. I've got some food here, but we're pretty much just going to be stealing gems, getting a full invent, cutting them all and then dropping them all, because I won't be able to sell them back to the shop owner, because obviously I would have just stolen them from him. But what I might do is I might keep hold of all the diamonds, as they are fairly rare, and then once I've got like a full invent of diamonds, I might wait out the timer and sell them off. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how much I think I need the money, but that's an idea for the future. But with that said, let's get on with some thieving. Okay, so we have been grinding this crafting for a while, and we've actually only got 5 levels, but we're going to stop at 55 for now. I've realised how slow the XP rate actually is here, so we're going to be doing a little bit of crafting every episode. I have kept all of the diamonds that I collected along the way, and yes, I'm not going to be able to sell them yet. I'll have to wait a little while, but I'm going to be going off and doing some other things, and then I'll come back later and I'll sell these to the shop. Give us a little bit of extra cash so that we've got coins for when we need it. I was planning to keep a ruby and make a strength amulet, but unfortunately, because of, first of all, only 25 magic, I can't actually enchant it, and secondly, I don't actually have any access to an amulet mold right now. I do have some plans to get one in the future, but I do have to build up to it first, and that's going to start with me heading over and doing some woodcutting. So we are going to go grab a bronze axe, or actually no, I could smith a steel axe. No, let me have a look on here. Where's the steel axe? Okay, yeah, actually I could go and make a steel axe. In fact, I could nearly make a mithril axe, I think. Oh no. Okay, so I can make a steel axe. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go grab the pickaxe, get, I think it's 2 steel bars. I'll have a quick look into it before I go ahead and do it. But we're going to go get the pickaxe to get some steel bars, and we're going to make a steel axe to do some wood cutting. It's not going to be that much better than a bronze axe, but we will be trying to get 60 wood cutting, so it's worth it for all the speed we can get. Right, so I've got the pickaxe from south of Hosidius, and I did a little bit of checking. It is just 1 steel bar to make an axe, which is very nice. So we're going to go up to the normal mining spot that I was doing the mining and smithing at before. We're going to grab 2 coal and 1 iron ore. We're going to smith them and make them into a steel axe, and then we're going to get it working on some wood cutting. And there is the axe made. Let's move on to wood cutting. And here we have our final goal of 60 woodcutting. We've been grinding this out for a little while now, but 60 woodcutting does unlock the woodcutting guild. The only downside to this is we actually need to go and get some Hosidius favor to get in there. I'm just going to quickly have a look. I don't know if this is actually going to tell me, but we'll have a look. So we need 75% to get into the woodcutting guild, and the main reason why I want to go into the guild is so I can buy planks for construction, because there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to build in the house, but I don't have access to oak planks. So we are going to fletch up all of these maple logs, and then we will move on to achieving some Hosidius favor. I could do the saltpeter into the compost to make the fertilizer pretty much the entire way, so it's just going to be a straight grind of that, so there's not going to be many clips. I'm pretty much just going to show you when I'm done, but I'll see you once I've finished gaining the Hosidius favor. So I've just been working on getting some favour for Hosidius, and I've had a bit of a fault. I know I only need 75% to enter the guild, but I figure I might as well just get it all the way up to 100% while I'm doing it anyway, so I don't have to do it later, and then I'll be able to do tie farm and stuff like that in the future if I want to. Also, I wanted to mention that the quest that gives you favour, the Depths of Despair quest, gives you a 10% favour scroll for Hosidius. Unfortunately, I can't actually do this quest because it requires agility, and as you guys know, I can't actually train agility while on Zeah, so I will not be doing that quest, but we are going to get this up to 100%, and I'll see you when I'm finished. And here we go. This should be the last of the fertilizer that we need to knock off 100% Hosidius favor. This gives us access to everything in his Hosidius now, and that includes the tie farm, and at 75% we unlock the woodcutting guild, which was the most important part about this grind. So we are actually going to head over to the woodcutting guild now and collect up a bunch of planks that we can use on construction. Alrighty, so we have unlocked the woodcutting guild. We are going to buy an axe. I did drop the steel one from earlier because I knew I could buy one back later. I'm not going to bother getting a rune axe because that's 40,000 coins, or 41,000 coins, and I don't need too many logs, so I'm probably just going to buy a mithril one for now, because I'm only going to be chopping oak logs anyway, and it's not going to require that much speed. But we're going to get an inventory of oak planks, and then we can move on to construction. So I chopped the whole invent of oak logs, and then I realised I actually need a hammer and a saw. This guy should sell saws, but I will need to go and get a hammer from a general store. There is one near the house portal, so I'm going to buy a saw from here, and then I'll head over to the general store here, buy a hammer, and then I'll walk back down to the portal. So we are going to drop 2 of these logs because, like I said, I need the 2 spaces. Let's buy the saw, turn all of these into planks. There we go, full invent of oak planks, and I'm going to go head over and get the hammer, but let's get started on some construction. Okay, so that's a bunch of stuff made that I wanted to get done, but there are a few more bits and pieces that I want to add to the house. In case you're wondering, obviously the costume room is to store armor sets and stuff like that, but the reason I built the workshop is so that now I actually have access to molds, because prior to this I couldn't actually get molds on Zeah, but now that I have the tool store 4, I can get amulet, necklace, ring, and the bracelet mold, which means I'll be able to make stuff like amulets of strength and glory and stuff like that in the future. And that was the main reason why I made this. Also in the kitchen I built the larder. I still need to build these shelves, which I also need clay for. I'm gonna have to figure out a way of getting them. This will allow me to get a construction boost, so I can get 46 construction to build the armor case inside the costume room, and that will be used for a lot of armor sets in the future. So the next thing we're actually going to do is we're going to go get some regular planks and try and get some clay as well. I'm going to see how that goes. I'm not sure where I can get clay, but I will look around and see you in the next clip. So I'm grabbing some regular planks because the next thing I want to build is the wooden shelves 2, I think it is, or it might be the wooden shelves 3. And the reason I'm not building the oak shelves is because this one will actually give me more of a boost. It means I get a +2 boost as opposed to the +1 boost. And if I want to build the oak shelves 2, then I actually need a boost in itself, so basically this is a more efficient way of doing it. But because we're going to be using regular planks, we are going to need nails. I'm going to basically just buy 20 nails just to play it safe, because I don't want to have to come back here and get more anyway. But we are going to head over to the house portal now. Also did a little bit of research. There is a clay mine right next to it, so it's not too much issue to get the clay. I also collected up 11 steel bars, because these will be needed to make the pump and drain as well as the range, so that I can make the cups of tea that I'm going to need to boost. But yeah, with all that said, we can head over to the portal now and make some of these items. And there we go, the wooden shelves are built. I also built the pump and drain and that, as you would have seen, and we can now get the boost to build the last items I want to build. I think it's actually just the one, to be honest, just the armor case, because the rest of it I'm not too bothered about right now anyway. But we are going to need a few more oak planks before we can make it, so we're going to head over to the woodcutting guild, restock on that, and finish building the last parts of the house. And here we are. This cup of tea should boost us to 46, which means we can build the armor case. And there we go, everything is built in the house that we need for the time being. In the future I might upgrade it, may add some more stuff, maybe the random event stuff. I don't really care about random event equipment right now. I tend to just ignore those randoms, because I don't want them. So we're going to drop off these rest of these items, the pickaxe and stuff like that. I don't need these. And oh, actually there is one quick thing I wanted to grab from here before we continue, and this is actually going to be fairly useless for the time being, but I thought it'd be cool to have it for aesthetic reasons. We're going to grab an amulet mold, and unfortunately because of the 25 magic we can't actually enchant many decent amulets. We can't even do the Amulet of Defense because that's 27. We are aiming for the level 49, which will give us an Amulet of Strength, which is what this is actually going to be used on. Because we can steal from gemstalls now, I can actually steal rubies from the gemstall, and we will be using that to make a ruby amulet, which I'm going to replace this gold necklace that I got from a Captain Arnav random event. And in the future, once we get our magic high enough, we'll be enchanting this into an Amulet of Strength. Well, I was collecting up all the supplies to make the ruby amulet, and then I realised that there's no real consistent way of me getting a gold bar. I can get it from mob drops, and I can get gold ore from Wintertodt and stuff like that, but there's no like guaranteed way of getting it. So what I might do is I might wait until it comes along. Maybe I get a Captain Arnav random, or get some gold ore from an Impling or something like that, and then I will do it, because for the time being I can't really do this. So I think I'm just going to drop these. I did buy the ball of wool from the Overzeahlous shop because they actually sell them, which saved me the time of making it anyway, but not that it matters. If any of you guys have any idea on how I can get a gold ore very easily, because I don't think there are any gold rocks on Zeah, let me know in the comments, because that could be really helpful. I could make the amulet sooner, otherwise I'm going to have to wait for it to become a drop from Wintertodt or something like that, like get it from Wintertodt. What we are going to do now though is actually go and get the pickaxe back, because I dropped it. I actually needed it still, I completely forgot. I still need the hammer as well, but I can grab another one of them from the shop. But I'm going to go back down and grab the bronze pickaxe, because I need a couple of steel bars, as I am going to make a steel and iron scimitar, which will allow us to start melee training. Also, as a quick overview of the previous progress, we did manage to get the 60 woodcut and obviously got the 53 fletching. Just going over a few of these levels because I know I forgot to mention them. We did actually get 76 thieving while training crafting before. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but we'll just quickly brush over that. We also did get 13 farming while collecting Overzeahlous favor, because you get a tiny bit of farming XP when you make the fertilizer. So that's pretty good start for farming. It means I don't have to do the slow early level with potatoes and stuff like that. I'm not sure what level the first herb is. Oh, we actually can do guams and almost marintils, so they will be really nice for when we get into training herb lore, because we'll be able to do them, and we haven't actually touched the farming skill at all yet, so that's really nice to have a start off with that. But we're going to quickly go down and grab this pickaxe and make these items. So I wanted to quickly put this clip in here because I realised how much of a massive idiot I am. Every time I need a pickaxe, I keep going down to the south of Overzeahlous, but what I didn't realise is this shop actually sells bronze pickaxes. So I've been wasting my time walking all the way down there for no reason whatsoever. Nonetheless, we are going to make these 2 scimitars, and then we will probably wrap up this episode. So there we have the 2 scimitars made. We're going to put these down with the mithril one, but we now have our melee training weapons until basically level 40, in which case we will need to go and unlock the rune scimitar from fire giants, but that's in the future. With this all said, I'm going to wrap up this video now. Let me get to somewhere pretty safe so I can close out the video. So we are going to wrap up this episode here. As always guys, thank you very much for watching. You know the normal drill. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave me a like down below. Really does help. I know I say it every episode and I'm sorry, but it really does help out my channel. And also be sure to leave a comment about something you liked in this video. It really does help me with the YouTube algorithm and it helps my videos get noticed. And lastly, if you're not already subscribed, click the button. We're closing in towards the 1000 mark and it'll be a really big milestone for me to hit, so I'd really appreciate it if you do. With that all said guys, I'm going to wrap up this episode and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching.